What's going on, guys? Today I have snuck into my dad's shop so I can make a quick video for you guys on how to charge hydraulic batteries. Alright, so on this system we got 6 batteries, and on most batteries you have a positive and negative terminal that you can actually see where the plus and the minus are, so you know what side to put what color on. So a lot of people ask, do you have to disconnect your ground? Technically, no, you do not have to, but you don't want to hit your switch while your batteries are charging. Something might happen and I'm not going to be responsible for that. Also, you don't have to take off all of your battery cables. You don't have to touch any of them. You just put the charger right on the nuts on each battery. So these are the chargers that we use right here. We get these from Harbor Freight. They were about $20 when we got them. It's just what's closest to us, what we like to use. These are 4-amp chargers. You can use anywhere from 2 to 10, but 10 is really pushing it. You want to keep it around 4 or 6. Anything below 2 or 2, if you have bad batteries, it won't charge it. They also make chargers that are multi-banks called DSRs that you can buy from most any hydraulic company, and you can use those as well. But you want a slow charger, and you want these to charge overnight or until they're finished. You're going to put your black on the negative, red on the positive. You do it the other way, it's going to explode. You just repeat that process all the other times for as many batteries as you have. Now, when you put the charger on the battery, this is what it's going to read if you have this specific one. Just want to reiterate, you want to pay attention to where you put your positive and negative terminals here. So the reason there are 2 blacks right here, and it's not black, red, black, red, black, red, is because there are 2 banks that start right here. So you want to make sure, once again, you check on your plus and your minus and make sure you put the color in the right spot. If you notice that your charger is taking more than overnight or 24 hours, or when you first plugged it up, it had 7, 8, 9 volts, you're going to want to get that load tested, or you can go buy a load tester. I would go to O'Reilly's. You want to get that checked out and make sure that if you have a bad battery, it still is under warranty, chances are you can swap it out. How do I feel about street chargers? Personally, I don't have one because all that they do is they maintain if you drive them all the time or 24/7. Now, if you drive your car a lot, you're hitting switches a lot, you're still going to need to charge your batteries once a week, every weekend, whatever you feel comfortable with. They will not fully charge your batteries. They will only keep them at a decent level as you drive it. If they get too low, it will not charge it after it gets too low. A charge should last, it depends. It depends on how many batteries you have, how many banks you have, and how much you hit the switch. If you hit it a lot and you have 4 batteries, 6 batteries, it's not going to last but a good night or a good weekend if you space it out. If you're going downtown, you're just messing around the whole time, they're going to be dead by the time you get home. Alright, so this charger is already shut off. That's why it's green. This one is not quite finished just yet. So you can see where it's at on the charger and how many bars it has left. This one has all of them. It's already done. Now, this charger is charging one side of the bank, and this one's on a completely separate side of the bank. One side of the bank was used a little more than the other one. That's why this one is already done and this one is not finished just yet. And since my dad's not back yet, I'm going to take this for a little cruise.
Hey, get your ass out of that car.